Please welcome Luke Martin to the blue corner.
Luke Martin, first time inside the Fury FC cage. Went 5-1 as an amateur, got his debut win against Jared Patterson in August of 2025. Controlled most of the fight, had some really good submission attempts. Couldn't get the finish, but nonetheless got the win.
Yeah, and as an amateur, his only loss was his debut, and he lost by armbar, and then went on a 5-fight win streak. So 5-1 as an amateur, 1-0 as a pro. Basically 6 fights in a row that he's won. Man, when I noticed him at weigh-ins yesterday, he's very lean, looked very strong. It didn't look like he cut a ton of weight because he looked great at the weigh-ins, and we did the ceremonial, a little different yesterday. So one right behind the other. So really excited to see this kid at 5-1 and 1-0. We got another matchup here of guys who just know how to win.
He wrestled at West Virginia University, then went to Fairmont State University. D2 NCAA champion is Luke Martin, and he is here now pursuing a career in MMA. All of those accomplishments are great, but the best thing about Luke Martin, he's a big coffee person, drinks 2 cups a day, minimum. That's my kind of guy.
Yeah, I was telling Mike earlier, I think I'm addicted to coffee.
Same here. If I
good.
don't get it, my day sucks.
Yeah, same.
That was a terrible setup. When you said he's a coffee guy, I was like he drinks 10 cups a day.
No,
You're
2.
Like, oh, he drinks 2.
It's actually a very reasonable amount.
2 minimum. Let's meet his opponent.
Please welcome to the red corner, Deleon.
Deleon DeLeon making his debut. Went 3-1 as an amateur. All finishes on the win side. 2025 Sambo National Champion. The best thing about him, he has a fun style. He has a great attitude. And he is there to put on a show.
Yeah, coming out, he's coming out in his gi top, kind of Sambo style. I absolutely love it. Yeah, Luke Martin is, or Deleon DeLeon, one of those guys, making his pro debut. All 3 of his wins as an amateur were finishes, and his only loss was a split decision. So, this guy very, very close to never losing anything. And as a national champion in Sambo, he's highly skilled.
We look at our tail of the tape, brought to you by OnlyFans. See that? 136, 133.3 came in under to Luke Martin. And got an interesting story about Deleon.
Fought Marab Dishwali in a Sambo match and won. And so, I mean, this guy is that skilled. So, very highly skilled, and I can't wait to see him in here.
You
in
don't
his pro
see
debut.
Sambo, not really, not at least from here. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Crazy.
Combat Sambo. That is interesting. I'm just too damn good. We'll see.
Yeah.
Inside the Fury FC cage. First, let's get our introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest, brought to you by OnlyFans, is scheduled for 3 rounds of the Fury FC Bantamweight division. Introducing your first competitor, fighting out of the blue corner. This mixed martial artist stands 5 feet, 10 inches tall, and he weighed in officially at 133.3 pounds. Fighting out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, by way of Parkersburg, West Virginia, he holds a professional record of 1 victory, no defeats. This is Luke, the Martian Martin. And introducing his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. This freestyle fighter stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, and he weighed in at 136 pounds even. Fighting out of Arlington, Texas, by way of Framingham, Massachusetts, tonight, he makes his professional debut. Here is Deleon, the Sandman DeLeon. Your referee in charge of the action, Dylan Turner.
All right.
Alex, as we read off these accolades, this is very UFC 1-ish. We have elite wrestling versus elite sambo. Let's see which of the disciplines wins.
Both guys are 5'10". They look much taller.
Some lean bantamweights. Oddly enough, we have a ton of bantamweights on every card, but rarely do we have debuters. Or like, one fighters. It's interesting to see like the up-and-coming crop of this weight class.
Yeah, and the debuters we usually see in this weight class came up through our amateur division.
Yeah.
So
these guys came through different backgrounds and a lot of experience as well.
Yeah.
So interesting to see, man. A D2 wrestling champion inside in Luke Martin.
And on a single. Nice little hard
beautiful.
That was cool. And on a potential front choke here. He doesn't quite have the bite on the neck. He gets a deep under. They call this the 100% 10th Planet people. He elects to take that grip away. Looks to control the legs and hips as the Sambo fighter tries to make it back to his feet. Into butterfly guard now is Deleon.
yeah, butterfly guard with the overhooks is a little tricky.
Yeah,
and there's a certain things you can do from there, but mostly you're just going to use that butterfly guard to lighten the hips and make space. And usually that's, of course, to stand back up. But now if you have the underhooks or both, double unders and you have butterfly hooks, got a lot of options from there, and you're, really not going to take any damage from that spot.
Yeah, Martin happy to stay in the top open guard here.
2 minutes gone in round one. Fight Clock brought to you by OnlyFans. We appreciate you joining us on this live broadcast on our OnlyFans page. Don't forget, we head to UFC Fight Pass at 8 p.m. Anna Martinez, Val Soto, 125 title on the line in our women's division. Plus co-main event, Josh Snow Walker.
Armbar attempt. He's got the forearm clamp. He lost the elbow line though, but he's got a triangle. He's got to break the posture. This will become, he got his arm back in, did Martin. There's good understanding of the technique.
Ooh, that was a good elbow.
Yeah, down over the ribs. Can opener, the guard's already open. Usually it's used to open the guard. Now he's just being mean.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
seems
I'm
like
all
this
for
a
it. Yeah.
position he wants to stay in.
Doing MMA has made doing jiu-jitsu like so palatable, because sometimes just jiu-jitsu guys will get like upset or offended if you do like a little mean trick. But
Yeah.
we laugh about it. Like Jake and I just laugh it off.
Yeah. Yeah, for you young guys, I'll say it again. We've talked about it on the broadcast before. In MMA, you got to learn the art of being mean without being mad, and you can do that. That's one of the techniques you have to master as a good mixed martial artist.
Yeah. And I was curious if Martin was going to try to pick Deleon up and slam him, because he did have his arm trapped with that rear body lock.
He's got both hooks in here.
And seamless transition. Look at that strength of Luke Martin. Just making life really hard right now for Deleon. 1 minute left in round one. Sold out venue tonight here at Gillies in Dallas.
Yeah, these 5 o'clock show on Fridays, they always start out with, oh, this is a tight around the neck of Deleon.
Yeah, notice how he's laying on his leg
man.
awkwardly. It's going to make it tough to cut an angle.
And the squeeze is on both sides.
Oh, it's under the chin.
Oh, this is not a good feeling right now for Damian Deleon, but he is surviving. He is holding on to that offhand for dear life, and there is a connection.
There's a
and
tap.
there's the tap.
Martin.
Martin, 2-0.
Effectively a flawless victory. They had some fun range, finding, striking exchanges to start the fight. He shoots the single leg hit to Haragoshi. Transitions to the back now. and finds the submission finish.
I'm going to have to go through the roster in our 135 division, but Luke Martin might be the strongest 135er I've seen. That was unreal strength inside.
Yeah, it was impressive.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, he's looked like one of those guys in a constant state of weight cut. I mean, he doesn't carry much body fat on him. Looked very big for the weight class and looked very strong here today against a really good Sambo guy, you know, whose grappling is really, really good. And he had nothing for that position.
Luke, where'd you cut at? What cut?
Yeah.
He came in at 133.
That's right. I sleep in a hot tub.
Like, brother, you could have stopped at 134.5. He's like, why not? I'm here. There's that difference, man. When you've got a guy who has wrestled on the D1 level, then went to the D2 level, and was a champion, a D2 NCAA champion in wrestling in 2021. That is wild.
Wow.
Let's make this one official. Here's Wade.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dylan Turner calls for a stop to the action. 4 minutes, 39 seconds into the very first round, declaring your winner by tap out due to a rear naked choke, Luke the Martian Martin.
The Martian picking up the win. We have 2 more fights left for you on our prelims broadcast, but first, we'll take a look at the finish one more time, the tap. And bang, there it is. Look how strong that hand play was not enough. And Luke Martin picks up the win. Before we get to our final 2 fights on this broadcast, a word from our sponsors.